people to depression. Some have moved ahead and killed themselves. Crises have wrecked so many lives. Many lives have been destroyed. Many they've met themselves where they don't expect they can be, all because of crisis. Personally, I've once passed through one. And like they do say, experience is a prolific feature of our time. Jesus Christ passed through crisis and many people on earth. Then what are now the ways? What are the fundamental ways of overcoming crisis? Brother, sister, if crisis meets you in the course of you listening to this message, then you're in the right path. And if it has not come, definitely there is going to be a time that it will come. You cannot escape it. But what are the things needed to be done when crisis come? Number one, believe in God. That God is with you. And a minority with God is a majority. It will look as if the whole world has turned upside down for you. It will look as if that's the end of the world. But mind you, that's not the beginning, end of the world. That is not the end of the world. It is a beginning of a new phase. It is a beginning of a new stage. Because in every testimony, there's always a test. And like they do say, uneasy lies the way that wears the crown. And in every man's promised land, there's always a giant. And in every new level, there's always a new devil. Meaning God is taking you to another new level. And you need to deal with the new devil to get to the new level. And this implies that quitting is not an option. Killing yourself is not an option. Looking for wrong alternatives is not an option. Wait on God. Secondly, this heart can fear. Let this heart know that all is well, that God is on your side. Think of the necessary solution, that what is another way forward. At a point like this, at a time like this, what are the things that I can do to while away time? Because one thing that can wreck a fellow that is in a crisis or in a challenges is when you are idle. When you are idle, Satan will suggest for you, your mind will suggest for you. You see somebody will park their car and go and jump into the river. Make sure you are not idle. No matter what reasonable thing you can do, it may even be smaller or what you used to do. Just make sure you keep yourself busy. You are going up and down, you're going from year to year. Don't stay in a point. Staying at a point can lead to depression. It can lead to immoral thoughts. It can lead to other form of addiction. Like I said, that in every new level, there's a new devil. And you need to deal with the new devil to get to the new level. That is why you need to watch. You need to open God and make sure you are busy. Another thing you need to do is that don't keep your mouth shut. Speak with people. Let your friend know. You are not even telling them so that they can help you to solve the situation, but for the word of encouragement. They said a word discussed is half solved. During my own time, when I was passing through my own challenges, I speak to as many people around me, even people that I knew that they didn't have the solution to it. But by the time they talk with me, the way they encouraged me, it was giving me life. So when you speak it and when you discuss about it, it will give you life. When you speak about it, you will be encouraged. Your soul will be lifted up. So don't keep your mouth shut. When you keep your mouth shut, it can lead to depression. It can lead to suicide. That is why let people around you know about that thing you are passing through. Some will mock you, don't worry. Some will give you good advice. You understand? And another thing you need to do is that look at what makes that what did before. Look at the causes of the crisis. What made it to, and what is your hero? What are the things you've done that you ought not to do that pay free, that make room for the crisis? Work on it. Because like I said, new level, new devil. You understand? So that by the time you are bounced back, you will be able to overcome that crisis. So that you will not go back to that error again. So that is why you need to look at the cause. Like they do say that when a child fell, he will look at in the front. But when an adult fall down, the adult will look at the back. What is the causes of my falling? And also, don't think that's the end of the world for you when you involve yourself, when you are in crisis. That is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of another chapter. It is the beginning of another life. It's the beginning of another greatness. I was privileged to lecture some people during the period of COVID-19. I was to give them a lecture of word of encouragement. And I told them that a lot of people are going to make it at this time of COVID, after the COVID-19, that many business will see fruit, or people will still do a lot of exploit. So I'm like, how is it going to happen? To the glory of God, we are seeing now. Like COVID-19 opened door for all these online conferences, online this and that, which we didn't even know before. That's why Barack Obama, he said something that in your pain, make sure you have a gain. In this time of crisis, or anytime you are passing through crisis, make sure you have a particular gain in it. Think of what you can do that will make you to while away that time, that will make you to be busy, that will make you to be up and doing, so that Satan will not use your idleness against you, so that you personally will not use your idleness against you. I have seen people that during their crisis, that they didn't even kill themselves, but depression killed them because they were not busy. Let it be a time you mingle with friends. Let it be the time you relate with friends, you work with friends, with family. They may not be able to help you, like I said, but mind you, there is going to be a form of encouragement. All of them can never let you down. Even if they are the one that put yourself in that mess, there will always be a word of encouragement. Look at Job in the Bible. When Job was in the mess, when a millionaire became a zeronaire, look at him. Friend came. They started speaking. Although some of them, they talk him down. They say all manner of rubbish about him. But guess what? At the end of the whole matter, the one, the smallest amidst them, was able to encourage him. And later was able to ask God that, what am I going to do, this and that? And he was helped. You know, remember, even the wife came to him, said, curse God and die. But he didn't do that. He didn't. Now, and the other step which I would recommend is you ask God, God, what is happening? Why am I in this mess? Why am I in this crisis? Because Job has been speaking from chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, till 30, 37. But in Job 38, he stood up and he went to go and meet God. That God, what's this? Why am I in this mess? And God came, God spoke. He thought God put him in that mess, not knowing that it is devil that put him in the mess and not God. And at the end of the whole thing, everything was sorted out and he was restored. He had times too of what he used to have. So when you are in crisis, have the understanding that greater things is about to open for you. Like I said, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, and the beginning of a good thing doesn't run smooth. The beginning of a good thing doesn't run smooth. Mind you, you may not be in crisis, but it will always come. Ecclesiastes 3 said that. He said there is time to laugh, there is time to cry. During my crisis, did I cry? Yes, I cried. I cried several times. During my crisis, it looked as if that is the end of the world for me. But one of the major things that really helped me was that I didn't keep my mouth shut. I spoke to people, and when people were hearing, they are recommending, maybe you do this, maybe you do that, and recommendations will come. Some will call, hello sir, we are in this with you, we are praying for you, they were encouraging, and it really helped me. It helped me. Some of them, they don't financial to give, but I was lifted. So you too can be lifted if you don't keep your mouth shut. Don't say, no, this one will make jest of me. No one will make jest of you. Even those that want to make jest of you, they have what they are passing through as well. The same way you are having yours. Everybody have the cross they are carrying. They have their cross. So speak out. And another thing I would recommend for you, look for books that speaks about that thing you are passing through. Look for book that speaks about it. There are a lot of good content, even gospel content, Christian content, psychological content online that can help you, that can lift you up, that can help you to overcome that situation. There are a lot of content you can see that can lift you up. Read about that crisis. Is it marriage? Is it your marital life? Your husband just changed suddenly. Your wife just changed. Your boss just sacked you. I heard of a friend. His boss just demoted him. He was just demoted unexpectedly. You understand? Look for books. That what are my errors? What do I need to spice up this? What do I need to do? You understand? And when that is being done, it will help you to overcome the crisis. Like I once recommended that during this period of crisis, make sure that what you are not idle. In the course of reading books and the likes, it will be helping you and it will be building your mind. Because when you are worded, you'll be needed. When you are worded, you'll be needed. When you are wordless, you'll be worthless. When you are worthless, you'll be worthless. When you are studying, like I said, it will be making you to be what? To be full of. And when you watch more, they will need you more. When you watch more, they will need you more. So study about that thing that is causing that crisis and think of what you do. And mind you, on many occasions from my research, many crises that we are passing through on many occasions, sometimes it's just a form of like God giving us an opportunity to have a form of retreat. Mind you, you'll be up and doing busy like your business or what it might be. You are up and doing this and that and the likes, and you don't have a time to just come to retreat, that to even think to refresh your brain. God can give the opportunity for the crisis to happen so that you can calm, think, re-strategize, re-energized, refreshed, and at the end of it, you see yourself coming out bigly. We have seen many people, big organizations that run down. But mind you, as time goes on, they were able to come up again. They're able to come up after a while. So you too, you are going to come up in that crisis. Mind you, what the devil wants from you is to end it, to kill yourself, to see yourself as a failure, to see yourself as a non-entity. But that is not what God wants for you. What God wants for you is to refresh, re-strategize, and come back bigly. And finally, if you are not on God's side, if you are not a child of God, I'm sorry, the challenges will break you. It will not make you. Instead of the challenges to make you, it will break you, as countless of people has been broken by the challenges. Because it's when God is on your side, it's when you are a true child of God, that you will be able to overcome that challenges. Because at that period of time, Satan will be dealing with you. He will put a lot of things in your mind, a lot of negative things in your mind. Look at Jesus. When he started his own challenges about cross, Satan came unto him. He showed him what he will pass through on the cross. And Jesus said, God, please let this cup pass beyond me. If Jesus is not a true child of God, you know, he will have looked for the alternative and tried to escape the death. And mind you, death gave Jesus one of the highest fame. Death make him to be the best ever that God has ever sent into this world. And that challenges as well, the crisis can make it to be the best in your field. But if it's not on God's side, mind you, you will not be able to achieve that, because Satan will sponsor many alternatives for you. Look at Job. His wife said, curse God and died. All manner of temptation came from friend and the like. But mind you, he still stood. He still stood that whatsoever it will cost me, I will not go back. Whatsoever it will cost me, I will not go back. I will not abuse God. And see him coming out bigly, coming out again strongly. You too can come out strongly. You can come out bigly. Just make sure you are on God's side. Make sure you're a child of God. Make sure you have given your life to Jesus, and that will settle it. And if you have not given your life, because on many occasions, our mess always land us, our sin always land us in mess. That thing the sin we have caused, always land us in mess. Peradventure, if it is your sin that have landed you, then ask for mercy and call God into your life. That settles it. God, I'm